everybody. Welcome back. Oops. My live rant. It is 3:24 a.m. in California. Some of you might be awake on the East Coast. Hopefully you're still sleeping. I just dropped off one of three of my medical transports that I do for Lyft, since I'm still not doing Lyft. And I have a little rant live stream I'm going to throw out here on my drive home, because I have 45 minutes until I get home. But I don't even know where to start. There is so much going on with COVID-19, with the partial or the staged or step-by-step reopening of LA County and other counties in California and all over the place. I'm going to mark this live stream private once I'm done with it, because it's going to go on for 40 minutes, and I don't think anyone's literally going to sit for 40 minutes to watch me bitch about everything. But I'm going to start out with Wingstop, because I did a video on Wingstop a little over a week ago, and I was pretty disgusted at what I saw. I mentioned in the video that obviously they're, you call in and you make your order and pay for everything. And as a DoorDash delivery driver on this gig, you just go in, you pick up the order for your customer. Sorry, got an itch, and deliver it. And I was watching. I did the video on just, they weren't, their grease, their oil that they were cooking the food in was just nasty, and what have you. So I went back to a Wingstop tonight, and I've got a lot of mixed feelings about all this stuff, and let's just go with it. I went into a Wingstop, and even though they're starting to lift some of the restrictions, which is nice, like I said, I was really steadfast on them doing it on June 1st, but close enough. But anyway, setting the cruise control, hold on. So I went into this Wingstop, and even though essential businesses are open in LA County, and even our own mayor, because I live in a self-incorporated city, is basically made a mandate that everybody who goes out into public has to wear a face covering. What I saw at Wingstop, and I don't mean to pick on Wingstop, but you can only see so much before you got to say something about it. Hi Lisa, how you doing? I'm driving home, so I'm going to throw a rant video out. Good to see you. Thanks for jumping in. Looks like you're going to have to moderate yourself. I think you're the only one in the chat right now. Anyway, so I go to this Wingstop, and I've got my face mask on. I don't have the cool one. I just got it completely finished. I'll be wearing it soon, but I've got my little, my backup mask here. And I walked in, and what I saw was just unbelievable. And then the story after that was even worse. So let's start from the beginning. So I walk in, and I see a mother. She's probably in her late 20s, maybe 30. And she's in this Wingstop restaurant with her daughter. Neither one of them are wearing a mask. Now, as an adult, if that's a chance you want to take, so be it. You're an adult. But for the love of God, are you seriously going to take your 3 or 4 year old daughter out to an establishment and not have any type of face mask on them at all? And, you know, I know people are wearing scarves and they're wearing the slipovers that go over, that basically wrap around your neck, and you just kind of pull them up like a riding, that you use on a motorcycle. And, everybody is, wear face coverings and help slow down, the virus and the spread of the virus, whatever. All that stuff is useless because, I'm sorry. Well, Lisa, I appreciate it. If you want to go to sleep, Lisa, or crash out, even though it's 6:30 your time, just leave the stream open so I can at least get the watch time from you. So, anyway, I'm watching this, and I've done the videos on as a Lyft driver and Uber drivers. I got deactivated for not taking essential rides, and then I got reactivated, and then a month later or 3 weeks later, I got confirmation from Lyft and Uber that we were allowed to refuse non-essential rides. Yet, when I did that video 3 weeks earlier, I got ripped apart on it. And then I did a video on DoorDash I made a tweet on DoorDash. I made a tweet about DoorDash, and that one actually turned out pretty good. But anyway, so I've got so much on my mind right now, and I was so pissed off earlier. I'm glad I can kind of giggle at it now. What's this? Oh, Sunday's your night? Okay. Wow, my wife is just leaving work. Whew. Yeah, well, I guess she got the overtime. So anyway, I walk in, I see a mom, 4-year-old daughter, no mask. Then, as I'm waiting in line, and again, LA County, we are required to wear face coverings when we go into an establishment. This particular establishment gave me the most, the excuse or the statement that the person made was unbelievable, and I was so floored that I'm half tempted to call Wingstop corporate and file a complaint against the restaurant. Sorry, just because. So, mom, 3-4-year-old daughter, no mask. Then another customer walks in, no mask, and I'm looking at these people, and the social distancing isn't doing. Nobody's following the social distancing. Nobody's wearing masks. Yet I'm not above the law, and I don't mean to put out that vibe if people think that I'm something more than that. I am a former first responder. I am still active in the healthcare field. I am a certified medical assistant. I'm certified in phlebotomy. I'm a certified life support instructor. And I've been following this a lot. But so I'm watching this 3-year-old walk around with no mask. Mom walking around with no mask. Another customer walks in with no mask. So I tell the people who the name of the person I'm picking the order up from, and about 3 or 4 minutes goes by, and all the people that were not wearing masks had left. So the manager walked up, and I said, we're all supposed to be wearing masks when we walk into an establishment. Oh, and let me back up just a little bit. You got to wear a mask properly. If you're wearing a mask or a face covering and you're wearing it like this and your nose is exposed, it's not doing shit, just so you know. You still wide open. The people that were working at the Wingstop all had some type of facial coverings, but they were all wearing them like this. So I guess if they coughed, hopefully it wouldn't get in the food, but they're not protected. And those really thin masks you would wear if you're going in to see your significant other if they just gave birth. I mean, basically useless. So everybody in that establishment, and I'm not kidding you, there were 6 people working there. With the exception of one employee, nobody knew how to wear a face mask. So I had to ask, and I said, what's the deal with the 3 people that just walked in here, especially the mom with the toddler or little girl? The manager said 2 nights ago somebody came in and they had told that person that they have to have a mask to be in the restaurant. And now, I don't know how true it is, but apparently that person didn't like that response and pulled out a gun and said, "You're going to take my fucking order, and that's all there is to it, and you don't have to, I don't have to wear a mask, and you can't make me wear a mask." Well, at that point, make the person his food and get him the hell out of the store. I hope they got him on camera. I hope they called the sheriffs, and I hope his ass is in jail. But franchise. So the person that owns that particular Wingstop owns the one that I did the video on where the grease was just disgusting, and owns apparently 2 more, and said that, told the employees, his or her employees, that they could not refuse service to anyone, whether they had a mask on or not. If they came in, sorry, big rig, changing lanes. If they came in, they had to take their order. So, of course, my retort to the manager is your manager doesn't give a shit about you. It's all about the money. And I wouldn't work in a place like that. And, so on and so forth. I couldn't believe it. These are people that are preparing food for people that we're delivering to. They didn't know how to wear their mask properly. They're allowing people in with no masks on, and the owner doesn't give a shit about them, and that's really, really sad. The other thing is, I was going to bring up too, was I was going to do like 3 or 4 videos, but this is just wound up throughout the night, and I'm just going to throw it out on it live right now. Gloves. I just went on my Lyft app and went through their COVID-19, I don't know what they called it, their seminar, or whatever the hell it was. You read about. I got a bunch of screenshots. I may do a video on that. But basically, Lyft is saying, when you start your shift, if you're still driving, and I know a lot of Lyft drivers aren't, and kudos to the ones that aren't. To the ones that are driving, I hope you're only taking the essential rides and not taking the non-essential rides. Lyft says before you start driving, you have to disinfect your car. And then you have to disinfect your car after every passenger. And then you have to disinfect your car after you're done for the night. You have to wear gloves. If you have to stop and use fuel or get fuel, you have to change your gloves and all that other stuff. Gloves are like your hands. Obviously, they fit your hands. Now, let's go to the medical side of that. When I was working in an emergency room, and I walked up to a patient, and I went into a patient's room and got their information. I don't know what, and this has nothing to do with COVID-19, but I'm just using it as an analogy, or if that's what you want to call it. When we walked out of that room, or before we walked out of that room, the gloves came off, and there's this very specific way to take your gloves off also. They went into the biohazard container, we washed our hands, and then we went in, put on new gloves, dealt with the next patient. Same thing. Lyft is saying, just put on a pair of gloves and wear them for, however long you're going to drive. Well, if you get those gloves dirty, hey Donnie, COM, my man, I'm driving home, so I'll check the chat every now and then. But and you put out some good videos, Donnie, and you gave me some good advice. I'm sorry it's been so long since I've been on any of your streams. Things have been really nuts in my world, so to speak, as far as the way things are going. It's been pretty tough. So, but Outlaws of rideshare, baby. COM. Thanks for hanging out. If your gloves get contaminated from your first passenger, then they're contaminated for the rest of the night. And the thing I saw through Lyft, I think I'm just going to do a video on it, but you know, they're saying use diluted bleach and wipe down your door handles and wipe down your steering wheel and your shift lever and all that other stuff. You know, diluted bleach or not, and Donnie, you can probably, if you're still here, you can definitely relate to this because you drive a Charger too. You know that the door panels are, you know, a pretty solid plastic, but we do have the cloth inserts down by the handles and down by the, you know, where you know, you got the armrest. That's what I was thinking of. Even diluted bleach. If I've got to bleach everything 10 or 12 times in a day, all my plastic, all my leather, all that stuff. I mean, you know, there you go, red and black leather. All that stuff's going to start fading eventually. Bleach is horrible. So, but that's what Lyft is saying. You know, yet, and the drivers have to wear a mask, and you have to have your window down, and no passengers in the front seat. And the passengers now have to wear a mask, which, you know, again, I guess, you know, to me, some of the masks and some of the facial coverings that people are wearing, it's like wearing a condom with a tip cut off. I mean, you know, it's there, but is it really going to work? Sorry, I had to. Hey, is Rick in the house? I didn't see him post. If Rick is in the house, what's up, Rick? This is my Rant live pissed off driving, literally driving home video. I'm trying to check the chat, but obviously I have to watch the traffic too. So, you know, Lyft and Uber both said that they were going to provide drivers with gloves, with cleaning supplies, with masks, and then 2 days later, Uber shuts down all the green light hubs, and or all the hubs, whatever you want to call them. So drivers couldn't get anything. That was 2 months ago. Yet they're still telling us to take rides. They haven't increased our rates at all as far as what the driver makes on Lyft or Uber, but that now they're telling us to spend more money on cleaning supplies, which, if you do the math, you could probably spend an easy $60. So you're losing even more money because they're not supplying it for you. So, I mean, there's just, I don't even know where to. I've got so much shit running through my head right now. So, the Wingstop and this little girl and not wearing a mask, and you know, the excuse I got was just stupid. And then I thought, you know what? I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to turn on my app, and I think this was in my last video, and I got a ride request. It was I don't know, I think it was like 4 miles away on Lyft or something like that. So obviously I don't know how much I'm going to make. I pull up, customer, you know, I'm not letting anyone in my car at all. They all, you know, everybody's used to walking up to the back door and it's going to be unlocked. So I'm rolling the window down, and passenger is like, you know, the door's locked. And I said, yeah, I know. I asked them where they were going. They said they were going to a friend's house. Again, we're still on, you know, stay at home. So that's a non-essential ride. I don't know when or if or what Lyft and Uber are going to when they're going to consider, you know, going back to taking every ride and not being able to say no to non-essential. I don't know. But, and no mask. So I said, I'm sorry, you need to have a mask on before you get in the car. And this idiot literally said, well, I don't have a mask, so you have to give me one. I had to give, this guy's telling me I got to give him a mask. I finally found a place. I'm hoping to buy some in bulk, and if I do, I'm going to make a quick little video. They are 4-layer reusable masks. They are, they're not the N95. I want to say it's an HN95. It fits really well. Excuse me. Of course, they're from China. See, first, China gives us all these wonderful imported cars. Then they ship over coronavirus, and now we've got murder bees. And believe it or not, I don't know if anyone's heard about the murder bees, but I did a little research on them. They are here, and those things are freaking nasty. They are literally 2 inches long, and apparently, because it's actually a wasp, and the difference between a wasp and a bee is a bee can only sting you once. A wasp can sting you multiple times. And these things do inject a venom, and they are huge. You get stung 3 or 4 times by one of these things, even if you're not allergic to bee stings, it can kill you. Their venom is that potent. So you get stung once, and if you're allergic to bees, well, you know. Anyway, off topic. So this passenger wants me to give him a mask, and I said, I'm sorry, I'm not, we don't provide masks and whatever. I said, you're gonna have to cancel the ride. Of course, they refused, and they said they were gonna file a complaint, whatever. And I said, that's fine. Drove around the corner, canceled the ride, passenger no-show, collected my $5, turned the app off, called Lyft, gave them the information. Everything was fine. The ride was removed, and I went back to doing DoorDash. But, we got a president who's saying, Lysol kills coronavirus, and maybe we should look into finding a way to inject it. Way to go, Trump supporters. Sorry, wow. If you didn't hear that, it's got to be on YouTube somewhere. Trump was so serious about it that Lysol actually put out a statement stating, please do not inject our product into your bloodstream. I don't know. I'm tired of being at home too, and I'm watching some of these protests, and I watched one, and this lady, it's, you get to a point where you get so frustrated with everything that sometimes the littlest things can just really piss you off. And this lady says, I have done everything you've told me to do, and I've followed all the stay-at-home lockdown orders for 45 days, and I am not sick, and I want to go out. I'm home for 45 days. That's why you're not sick. So that's why I turned around and said, you know what? Fuck it. Open the floodgates. Just lift all the freaking stay-at-home orders and let everything open up and let everything go back to the way it was in December. And watch the shit hit the fan. And then that same lady who was pissed off because she's not sick, because she stayed at home for 45 days and followed all the stay-at-home orders, is going to wind up getting sick. And then she's going to turn around and say, I've got COVID-19. Why in the hell did you let us out of our house before this was under control? I mean, that's that's the kind of things that people do. Hang on a second. Looks like southbound. Oh, not on my side of the road, but and it's funny because the freeways are so dead, but people are hauling ass. And let's see what happened here. Oh, somebody lost control and flipped their car. Oh, that sucks. Well, don't do 90 in a Corolla. Sorry. Yeah, I'm a little sarcastic. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to say. I just, there's so much shit going on. People are bitching about being stuck at home. And like I said, I've been in the medical field for a long time. None of my COVID-19 videos have been pulled down because I'm not giving bad information. And when I started this channel, from day one, I said I want to be a little left of center. I don't want to be as mainstream, and I want it to be really informative, and I want to be, I want to be helpful. And I'm gonna start doing some more live streams because they are fun. Not while you're driving; it really sucks because I can't see all the comments. But thank you for the 4 people that are watching. Thanks for joining in and letting me vent in this live stream. But damn, I just, what? Let me. Like I said, I'm all over the place right now. Like I said, I'm probably gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna edit this or if I'm just gonna mark. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the video yet. But I want to give a huge multiple shout outs to the driver sensei, Rideshare Lisa, Chris at Real Rideshare Stories. I can't think who else is doing it. Driver Sensei, Rideshare Lisa, Chris at Real Rideshare Stories. There's another person that was doing videos on this too for your Fight Hunger, Feed America thing, the fundraiser you guys are doing. That's fucking awesome. And I just want, hey Omer, what's up, man? I'm driving, so I can't really look at the chat. Yeah, 75 is okay. But Rideshare Lisa, Driver Sensei, Dark Road Run. You guys with the Feed America, I think that's a really bitchin' thing to help out rideshare drivers and stuff. I actually wanted to start a GoFundMe for rideshare drivers in my area that got sick. Still, I have the GoFundMe open. I haven't really brought it up yet because you guys are doing your thing, and I don't want to compete with you. I want you guys to hit your goal. I did donate, Lisa, by the way. It wasn't much, but like I said, we talk on a fairly regular basis, and we're gonna pick that up a little more because I miss talking to you. But I did donate as much as I could, and Uberman Tampa, thank you very much. That is a really bitchin' thing that you guys are doing, and when you guys hit your goal, I'll be emailing all of you guys because I need some food because things are getting pretty tough. Doritos and Dr. Pepper, I'm happy. No Mountain Dew, we saw what it did to Sensei. So anyway, my gripe is, it's very, there's a few. If I have to wear a mask, everyone should have to wear a mask. Nobody is above the law. Nobody is immune from this. Apparently, like I did mention in my last video, there is 3, possibly 4 different types of COVID-19 now. We had the first round, then we had the COVID-19 GI. I did a video on that. Nobody believed it. A week later, it was announced over the air, and then this COVID-19 mutated. I was going to do a video on that, but it's not. So now we've got COVID-19. We've got a mutated COVID-19, or is it just the same disease that's moved on? Nobody's been really clear on that because nobody really knows. So do we have 2 strains that can affect both your respiratory and your GI tract, or do we have one strain that's just mutated and can still do the same thing, but is now more resistant to all the research and all the shit that we've done, and now all that stuff has basically been a waste. I want to get out, just like everybody else does, but I don't want to push it. Like I said, with restaurants opening up at 25%, and if that goes good, then they're going to open up to 50%. So social distancing and all that stuff. Deliveries are going to start to go down. Rideshare may come up a little bit, but all these gig things that we're doing now are going to really start. They're going to even out, I believe, but they're really going to start. They're still going to be way down from obviously where they used to be, with the PUA and stuff like that, which I have to now spend however many days it's going to be before I can get through to cancel my original UI claim and refile under the PUA, which apparently they're going to go all the way back to March. So if I can get that, that'll work out pretty good. But I'm really shocked at what's going on. I get it. We need to get back to some type of normalcy. We need to protect ourselves. We got to get out of our houses. But I mean, things are just even with the first step with reopening some non-essential businesses, people are just going to go batshit crazy, and at least from what I've seen in my market, and the face masks are going to get less, and people are, because after a while you get complacent, and everybody knows complacency kills. I learned that in medical training. When you go out and you're doing first response and you're working an accident scene, the one thing we're always told is, for instance, we're working crash on a freeway. The highway patrol in California does not like to take any more lanes than absolutely necessary. And, our rigs are parked in the lane, and in the lane right next to it, for the most part, if traffic is light, is going freeway speed. In my area, 70, 75 miles an hour. So you don't turn your back on traffic, because the time you turn your back on traffic is the time somebody's going to wind up taking you out or clipping you with their car. And I have been hit several times by passerbys that were rubbernecking and ooh, look at all that stuff, and bam, you take a mirror in your arm at 30 miles an hour. It don't feel good. You get complacent and you forget the basics, and you wind up getting hurt. Well, that's kind of where I think that we're at now. We've been with this pandemic for so long that we're starting to become complacent, meaning it's no longer big news, unless, like when I did my video on your house cats can actually contract COVID-19. I did a video a live stream a month before that, and nobody believed it, and a month later they're reporting it. So I'm really at a loss, because I'm not sure how to. I just can't quite wrap my head around all of this yet. Yes, I agree that we should start lifting some of the orders. Do I think that it's a good move? I think if people follow the directions of the government and let me rephrase that. Government. CIA is an oxymoron, by the way. And for those of you that got that, there you go. I understand that we're leveling the curve, at least here in LA. But you got to look at it from the true meaning of leveling that curve. You've got this climb and this climb and this climb and this climb, and now we've leveled the curve, or we've flattened the curve. That doesn't mean that you can't get sick. That doesn't mean that this is over. It just means that we've stabilized. So let's say, for instance, day one, LA County, 2 people were dying every day. And then it goes up, and that's that that increase, that epidemic, that outbreak, whatever. And it goes higher and it goes higher. Right now, LA County is still averaging 40 to 50 deaths a day from COVID-19. Still. So we've flattened that curve, but we're still, this virus is still killing 50 people a day. So it's not getting worse, but that's a lot of people that are dying every day. So oh, my phone temperature is too hot. I don't know how long this stream's going to last. So we flattened the curve, but the let me see. Oh, I don't want to do that. Hope it it's not too no, that's on the mic. Anyway, face masks that aren't medical grade are a condom with holes in it. It's there, but it really isn't going to do much. I do believe that people need to get back to normalcy. Getting off the freeway, sorry. I do believe that people need to get out. I think, businesses that are suffering need to start finding a way to get, people's livelihoods have been destroyed by this thing. I got let go from a job, and, when rideshare crashed, my backup was something I really didn't want to do, and my moderator, rideshare Lisa, God bless her, got me out of my comfort zone, and I started doing DoorDash, and it, in my market, actually it pays pretty good. Oh, and Lisa, if you're still there and watching, you're going to like the video I do. I'll send you a text when I drop it. I found a trick on DoorDash, and when there's the $3 or $4 bonus that they add to the deliveries, it's actually pretty cool. So I'll let you know when I drop that, or if you give me a text or a call tomorrow or later today, maybe I'll share some information with you. Maybe we can do a I don't know, we'll figure something out. You'll like it though. You probably already know about it, but a lot of people may not, so it might be worth looking into. So sorry. I'm not used to driving with the light on. So we need to get back to some normalcy. We flattened the curve, but until, oh shit, asshole, hold on. Right off the freeway, no lights, by the way, and yeah. Okay, that got my attention. So anyway, Lisa, I'll talk to you more about the video. But we need to get back to some normalcy. But until we get on the downside or the downslope of this pandemic, things aren't going to change. They're talking 1 to 2 years before they have a vaccine, and a vaccine doesn't mean shit, because you can get your flu shot, and guess what? You can still get the flu. Maybe it may not work for everybody. Same thing with the COVID-19 vaccine that they're working on. It'll work. It may work for most, but there's going to be those that it's not going to work for. But I still am going to stand my ground when I say, rideshare drivers, you guys seriously need to be very cautious to... There's this idiot following me. Well, he's going to have a bad night if he pulls over. Nope. Different car. I lost my train of thought. Lisa, if you're still there, what the hell was I talking about? Normalcy. Help me out, Lisa. What the hell was I talking about? Was it DoorDash? Somebody, there's 5 people watching. For the love of God, tell me what the hell I was talking about. Okay, well, we want to get back. Oh, the downside of the curve. Rideshare drivers. Omer, thank you very much. Rideshare drivers still need to be careful. Even with the orders being lifted, I still honestly, truly believe that if they're non-essential rides, maybe we still shouldn't take them. If our passengers are going to get into the cars, and I know in LA County, and I don't know because I haven't really been following it all that much, pulling into my driveway now, finally. We're required to wear masks until at least July. Oh, look, lights come on. And I don't know. I just, if a passenger's going to get into my car and they're not wearing a mask, I'm not taking them. I'm going to cancel the ride. They can call Lyft. They can call Uber. I'll call them too. I'll file my retort and hopefully cover my ass and tell them, hey, passenger wasn't wearing a mask. I'm not supplying them because Lyft and Uber aren't supplying them. I'm not taking the fucking ride. Sorry, you don't pay me enough as it is. I'm not giving somebody the limited supply, if you can't get a hold of masks, to a rider that's going on a $6 fare, or at least that's what I'm going to make, and give them a $3 mask. So anyway, so recap. Wingstop is fucking gross. Okay? Wingstop is probably the most disgusting, unsupervised bunch of idiots, at least the stores in my market, that I've seen in a long time. And their Buffalo Ranch and their Voodoo Fries look really good. They did, up until the last couple of videos. But damn. Okay? Yeah, Wingstop, you need to get your shit together. You're not taking care of your employees. You don't give a fuck who walks in your door. No mask, you're going to serve whoever. Parents, come on. I mean, really? 3 and 4-year-old kids walking around with no masks? And, I mean, that's just stupid. But, and then, the rideshare thing with passengers wanting to get in the car and saying, me as a driver, you're wearing a mask, so I don't need to wear one. Well, bullshit. It's my car. Wear a mask or I'm not taking the ride. Unfortunately, I have a very unique car, as you've seen, and it's not hard to miss. And Lisa, if you're watching, I am going to, it's been long enough now, I can actually do a video of my crash where my Dart was totaled. I'm able to release that video, dash cam footage of exactly what happened. So I'll be doing a video on that. I have to verify with my attorney. Dark Road Run just dropped a video. Crazy Wingstop experience. Oh, Dark Road Run just dropped a video about Wingstop. I have got to see this one. So, let's see, Joe, what you've got, because I'll probably be doing a sequel to it. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. I am home. Let me shut the car down. Push to start. Wingstop is fucking disgusting. Their employees don't nothing. It just, there is so much going on. It's just unbelievable. Oh, Dark Road Run. What's up, Joe? I got the notification. Thank you, Joe. I'm doing okay. It's been rough, but one day at a time. Lisa got me out of my comfort zone and got me into doing deliveries for DoorDash, and it's been pretty good, actually. I'm between doing DoorDash and the medical transports I do for Lyft, for the select few that I still drive, it's getting me by. I saw you dropped a video on Wingstop. I'm gonna watch it, because if it's even remotely close to anything that I've been bitching about in this live stream, I'm gonna do a sequel to it, because what I saw tonight, if you're just joining, at a Wingstop, was total incompetence on the store owner, the employees. It's almost a greed thing. And apparently this particular Wingstop owner owns several stores. get some extra, like you said, one day at a time. Yeah, Omer, you're right. So, but I'm home. Thank you guys for letting me vent that out. That was a nice drive home, and the beauty of YouTube and the beauty of your followers, Dark Road Run, Rideshare Lisa, Omer, Go Donnie, COM. Thank you guys. Rick Reviews. Can't forget Rick. Thank you very much for letting me vent. It did really make that ride a lot quicker, and I do feel a lot mellower now. So, but I'm going to check out your channels. Again, I want to give a shout out to Dark Road Run for your awesome videos. They've been very interesting lately, Joe. You've really got a lot of time on your hands. You need to start doing something, delivery or something. Your videos are rocking, though. I love watching them. I love watching what you do with your backdrops and everything, and the echoes and the voices and everything. Rideshare Lisa, you're still rocking it with the You know what, Joe? Maybe I could take a trip to San Francisco. It'd be nice to get the hell out of this desert for a little while. I would like to meet up with you again. I had such a good time with you and Dave. That was a really fun night. It was really nice to meet you guys face to face. I know we chat a lot in the chats and stuff, and occasionally through text, but that was a really fun night. But anyway, I want to give shout outs real quick, and then I'm going to end the live stream. Dark Road Run, Rideshare Lisa, Uberman Tampa, Chris at Real Rideshare Stories. You guys are rocking the Feed America thing, and I really am proud to be involved in that. I did make a small donation. The driver sensei. Before you type that in, Lisa, I got Huey in there. I really like what you're doing with that, and you guys are doing a bitchin' job. Like I said, I started a GoFundMe for local Lyft and Uber drivers that may have contracted COVID-19, but I don't want to compete with you. I don't play that game. You guys got yours out first. Like I said, I made a small donation. It wasn't much, and Omer's in. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? I since I'm not driving anymore, if you can email me the link, you know what? Joe, Dark Road Run, Joe, do you still have my phone number? I don't know what the delay is. I do believe I have yours, but and unless you're live too. Anyway, I'll find a way to get a hold of you, Joe, and I'll do a video on it too. And thanks, Lisa. Yeah, it does. Trust me, every delivery, except I'm not. I got a $2.75 delivery for 7 miles. I need to ask you some questions about DoorDash too, so I will probably be giving you a call later tonight. I don't know if Joe's still watching. Oh, he is. Okay. All right, Joe. I'm gonna send you a text. If you don't mind, I'll do a video. I'll send you a text. You can give me the names of the people you want me to include, and give me the link to the GoFundMe account, and I'll do a video. I mean, I don't have a large channel, but my viewers have been very good to me, and they've been hanging in there, and I would love to be able to help out, not just with a small monetary donation, but give you guys a little more push on that, because I think it's a really good thing. And
new text message from Rideshare Lisa.
I guess you know that I got it, Lisa. So anyway, Dark Road Run, Omer, Rideshare Lisa, Chris at Real Rideshare Stories, Oh my God, everybody that's involved in that, you guys are rocking it. I would love to help you out. I'll drop a video. Lisa, just as you heard through my car, gave me the link in a text, so I will add that. Lisa, I'll call you later tonight. And you didn't hear it? It went through my whole. Oh, maybe you didn't hear it. It blasted through the car. I figured you'd hear it. I got it. I got it. So anyway, you guys, thanks for jumping in. Thanks for joining. Joe, thank you. It was really cool to see you in the stream. You know, Lisa jumps in all the time, but she's my moderator. That's her job. She better be moderating. But thanks, Joe, for jumping in. It's nice to see your name in a chat. You know, you're a good man. You're a good friend. Lisa, you're an awesome moderator. Omer, you're rocking. Chris at Real Rideshare Stories. I mean, just go Donnie, COM. Let me go back just real quick. I don't want to miss anybody. I really don't, because you guys really have been, you know, really good to me. And the one person that got me started on this, Rick Reviews, kind of dropped the ball with me. I was a little upset. Lisa knows who I'm talking about. She's had a similar experience, and unfortunately, I didn't believe her. And so, Lisa, you were right. You know who. I can't get in touch with that particular person anymore. I was told things that never came true. I supported as much as I could, but anyway, you know. So, Omer, Lisa, Joe, go Donnie, Rick, you guys, thanks for jumping in. Thanks for joining. I will talk to you guys soon. I will do a video. I will definitely promote the GoFundMe. I think it's a really awesome thing. I'm probably again going to make this a private video, only because it bounced around so much. No one's going to sit here for 58 minutes and watch this whole thing, I don't think. But anyway, you guys, thanks again. I appreciate it. And as always, be safe, be professional, keep it real, which you guys always do. And if you must, drive on. I wish you guys the best in everything, and please stay healthy. Until next time, Rideshare Trickster, I'm out.